you guys? I can put that opening on my StreamYard. Hi, everybody. Hey, Bob. Hey, Nisi. Equus, Letitia, Dawn, Lotus, Wiki. Hi, you guys. Ooh, we already got 452 in the room. Hey, Pam. Juju. Hey, you guys. Thank you for coming. Now it's 800. I'm going to start off with a question I thought was pretty interesting. I'll get into the Trump thing more as we go into this session because I don't know why all of a sudden my voice got messed up. Hey, Lisa. And I saw, oh, hi, LR. Donna, Dan. Hey, Dan. Yeah, it'll go up. So I want to get into the Trump stuff when it gets up. Oh, somebody just said from Alaska. Thank you, Lake Joyer. Thank you. Thank you to my moderators here. Hi, Mark. Are you back from Hawaii? 1,000 in the room. Well, more than that. 1,266. Oh, thank you. Actually, I got this in Sedona years ago. I just recently found it and put it on. Oh, Lucky Girl. Hi, Lucky Girl. Hi, Stacy, Tamara, Anthony. Oh, thank you. This old thing. I found this in the closet in the back. I don't know if it's got dust with it. Okay. New Mexico. Hey, Eileen and Richard. Okay. So listen. I got some stuff to tell you. And y'all pay attention now. And I'm glad this is being recorded because we can go back to it. And you guys keep me updated as far as, when I say something. There's things I say that I didn't even realize I said. And you guys bring it up and say, hey, on this one, you said this. I said, holy cow, I sure did. So, okay. Viva Las Vegas. Let's have a drink while we listen. Okay. I want to ask real quick, you guys. My friend Dan sent me a thing about about Alex Jones. Was it Don? Was it him that sent it to me? Yeah. About Alex Jones. And let's see, because they're trying to fight him about filing for bankruptcy. It's such a low life. You know what? I'm sorry. Hey, Paula, it's a low life. Will those families get their money? That's what I want to ask. And I want to ask with all my soul and heart. Guys, I'm doing the best I can. I ground myself and I ask you to help me answer good questions about good people. Will they be able to get the monies that the judge told them they should get for the lies Alex Jones did against them, hurting their families? He's really, we can't say, oh yeah, we can't say hang him up, because as hard as this is, he will get his just desserts down the road, as you know. Okay, so Alex Jones and the family's fighting him on this. They're going to win. I heard that as clear as day. It's a female talking now. Usually it's a male. Yeah, it's a female talking. I wonder if it's a female judge that'll say, no, you're not going to get away with this. Yeah, he's trying to sneak away. Look, trying to grab all his ducats and sneak away. So even by August, there'll be good news coming into them. Okay? He's trying to hide it, but he's a fool. He's a fool. Yeah, here's the families coming to get their monies. And you know what? It can't bring the babies' lives back. but they're just very, he might even try some international stuff. I don't know if he'll try to put his money in international stuff, but he ain't gonna get by with it, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Ron. He is not going to get by with it. But they will get, they're more worried. Oh, God, what's wrong with my voice? They're more worried about him getting away with this. But he will never get away with this, even to his grave. He'll never get away with this. But here is the, I think all these families have become close and they're connecting and they will see justice through. But his life is over as far as, I just see them getting a large amount of money from him. Okay. Now we got 2,000 in the room. So I want to tell you guys, I had a dream last night and it was about Don Jr. I was in some sort of building looking for, I think I was in an optometrist. It was like a medical building, but it was sort of weird the way they set it up. So I'm going through these different rooms. I'm in the wrong room, I go by this one room. It had 2 beds in it. And there's Don Jr. sitting on a bed. I said, hey, so what's up? What's up? Sounds like Daddy's in trouble. He says, oh, don't worry. We're loading them. We're loading up and we're going to fight. Wait till you see this. He's, how he is. He's kind of wired. And I said, oh, really? I said, but that can go both ways. I said, other people can load up too, including the United States military. But I remember when I told him that, because, he can be real, whatever. He actually kind of listened to me for a minute, almost like what I said made sense and he didn't think of that. So, Laura just said Trump will have to give up a DNA sample when he's arrested as a felon. Woo-hoo. Hey, Freebird. Yeah, he's loaded, all right. He's always loaded. Hi, Joanne. So I wanted to tell you that. So then when I wake up this morning, I guess Trump was on his fake Twitter saying that, oh, yeah, I'm getting arrested on Tuesday. Now, that isn't absolutely certain, but it makes sense to me. I know he was going to get arrested. And somebody was saying that they're talking about that he'll lock himself up at Mar-a-Lago. No, he's actually going to show up and do the right thing. He'll get fingerprinted, get his mug shot, and he will be able to go back home. But here's the big deal. The big deal is he's over there talking about everybody needs to protest. And I don't want you guys to be in fear, because I heard as soon as I read that, everybody and I even for a minute thought, oh, shoot, do I need to get my guns out of the, what's up? And I heard there will be some pockets of people trying to show their pachikas. But actually, he hurt himself by talking like that, because Jack, what's his name? Jack Smith. What is Jack White? Now has even more to put in the package of him causing an insurrection. Look, Your Honor, even when he knew he was getting arrested for the Stormy Daniels case, he wanted people to protest and then Marjorie Taylor Greene saying we need to take out the DOJ. So there you go. Now, let's I didn't look earlier, okay? So we're all going to find out live right now what's going to happen. And I feel, but bada bing, bada boom. He gets hit with this, but there's bigger and better stuff coming in. This is like a nothing burger compared to what's coming. Okay, here we go. Yeah, stay safe if you're afraid. But what are they going to hit? They can't take over. New York is packed to pack. with military, etc. One of the safest places to be in a case like this would be New York. So we'll look at the outcome of this particular case, but there's so many things coming. I'm almost feeling like boom, boom, boom. Isn't Pluto going into Aquarius March 27th or something? And that's the sign of humanity working for the higher self. And Satan's not going to do nothing. He's not going to say anything, but he's not going to throw his hat in. And then, oh my God, Kevin McCarthy. Now here we go. That crooked district attorney, blah blah blah. And I'm saying, hey, dude, where were you when they were asking for Mike Pence to be hung or Hillary Clinton to go to jail? That was okay. But this isn't, no, you can't touch our president. Okay, so hold on. Tell me about where Trump is right now. I got to breathe in because I'm going to try to go deep on this. Okay, so somebody's telling me he has no exit. I don't know what that. It's like he's looking for an exit. His attorneys have already told him, there's one particular attorney that's threatening to quit and has told him to keep his mouth shut. Like he's going on True Social, but he's saying you're asking for a protest and that's going to hurt you. It's not going to help you. And if you keep doing it, I quit. That's what I just heard. But he's looking. He's trying to get somebody to tell him, oh, this is the direction you're going to go. But he's like, oh, he's furious at Michael Cohen. Furious. And what does he call her? Horse face? This is beyond a reasonable doubt. Trust me. They knew they couldn't go in there with a half-ass. They're in there with all the paperwork rest to go. Okay? Yeah, they're even worried about him because his health is getting bad. He's making money, though. I know he loves to make money. I guess people are sending him money. He's making money. Let me tell you something, and think about this, okay? When the FBI went in and raided, which they didn't, his Mar-a-Lago, he said they're raiding and blah, blah, blah. We can't allow this. I think he asked for a protest then. What was it? 12 people came out to Mar-a-Lago with the flags. And Mar-a-Lago wouldn't even let the demonstrators use their bathrooms. So I'm not feeling a huge amount of people out on the street marching for Trump, but I do see pockets of terrorist type energy. By that, I mean, I don't know. See, he lost the people that are in jail right now because of him. That's what would shock Marjorie Taylor Greene right now. She decided to go in there. They're pissed at Trump because he said he was going to pardon them before he left. So they're not all that happy. I almost felt that if she went to those jails to visit these poor people, they would be very selective who they talk to because a lot of people are going to tell her to get the hell out. So, yeah, you guys, he's setting himself up in his own energy of anxiety and depression. Look at this. He's even thinking about escaping. Now, I would love it if he took off and tried to go to another country. Then we just don't let him back in. So he is getting money. I saw a little amount of money coming towards him. Right here. He's crossed. He's even thinking, he's even thinking this is a short thing to become president. But I'll tell you, I'm almost feeling, Satan couldn't win. I don't care if Trump is out of it. But I'm almost feeling, and you guys just hold on to this, and we'll talk about it when it happens. I'm almost feeling one of these cases. Thank you, Aries. Thank you, Aries. Thank you, Tarot by the Bay. So I'm almost feeling, yeah, he's looking at some way. They might try to grab his passports while he's in New York. Oh, he's furious. He's furious. It's not helping his health, I'm going to tell you. Although he was golfing this morning, he wants to put the cover like, yeah, whatever. Very proud man. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Very proud. Like when they caught him holding onto the rails, walking down that ramp that time, he didn't like that. He doesn't like to look weak. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Thank you, Hannah. I'm getting that he's going to go in. He'll do the New York thing. He might even still talk about it, even though his attorneys are telling him not. I don't see him calling for people to protest, though. I see McCarthy and those weirdos trying to think they're going to do something in New York, and they can't. The next big hit is Georgia. And Jack White has something pretty significant. Jack White is the reason he can't run for president. But do they hit him up in time? Yes, I just heard yes. Okay, so this is 3 different things. And then we also have the woman that's claiming he assaulted her. But I love somebody brought up the point that when he's arrested in New York, they'll take his DNA. It's part of how they put you in. Hi, Sandra. Oh, Jack Smith. Sorry. I go Jack Black, Jack White, Jack Smith. Sorry, Jack. Let's look. I kept wanting to call him Jack Black. So then I'm thinking, oh, it must be White, but it was Smith. We haven't been talking about him that much. Let's take a look, see. Tell me what I can tell everybody. What's the outcome for Trump? And can you kind of point me what particular arrest is the one that affects him the most? He's thinking about exiting. I'm telling you, he is scared. What's the outcome? Well, we'll never hear from him again. He's right now at the crossroads. He's at the crossroads. And listen, he was hoping to make money off this. Somebody was saying, oh, now because of this, he's a sure thing as president. Nope, not like Clinton. People were mad that the Republicans went on and on about lying on the BJ. And so they felt sorry even Trump felt sorry for Clinton. So everybody voted for him. But this is a horse of a different color. He's being judged. Oh my God, is he being judged? Look at this, the justice card right next to him. So there's definite, now, I never saw him behind bars, but I definitely see indictments and justice. I don't know if they'll come up with some path. He's trying to come up with everything he can think of. He will not win as president again. I can guarantee that. He's going to be warned by a judge. I even see Jack Smith going to a judge and saying, you tell him to knock it off. He's going to be warned by a judge, knock off the insurrection type energy, the riotous energy. Because what this did with him saying, I need you guys to protest. I need you to, what it did is it's going to make Jack Smith's job easier. He can say, look, you see what he did before with the January 6th? He's doing it again because he's upset he got caught. So he's looking at the world in the palm of his hands. Now, I read tarot different than others, but my interpretation of this is that he's trying to find the exit. That's what I keep hearing. He's trying to find the exit. He's looking for some way. And here, the thing is, too, he's just so much chaos. He can't shut up. He's calling Stormy horseface. What good is that going to help him? How is that going to help him? You know, he can't even say, yeah, I did this and I feel really bad. He can't even get sympathy because he doesn't know how to be sympathetic. He was a lesson for us, you guys. I know that's hard to swallow, but President Trump came in as a karmic energy form. Part of the reason that our world is changing. All of these people, all of these predators will be taken out, Putin and all of them. And what these are saying, not that I can do good with timeframes, is like within 2 years. It's not going to be 2 months, probably within 2 years. You know, Audrey, I got a feeling. Let me ask real quick, okay? Audrey said, do you think prosecutors will gag Trump? I had a feeling, maybe even going into New York, they're going to tell him, keep your mouth shut. You can't talk about this case. Could be each time he's indicted or, you know, served with papers, he's told to shut up. But it's good he wrote what he wrote, because I'm telling you right now, and I bet you this will come out. Somebody has already told him, some attorney that works for him has already told him, knock it off. You're ruining it. Because they tried, even Barr tried to tell him, nobody wants to hear it, dude. You don't know how to shut up. You're causing too much chaos. And he just gets so into himself that he feels it's his way or the highway. Yeah, Lynette, he calls her horseface, and it's like somebody said on Twitter, does anybody got any mirrors? Or does he have any mirrors in his house? So, okay, so if you guys feel he'll go to prison, I feel he's in a prison situation, but it's not like a prison like bars and all that. Like he might be hospitalized, or he's in a lockdown. That's not a prison, not walking amongst other prisoners. That's what I didn't get. I've never saw him in an orange suit behind bars. Okay. But I could be wrong. That's I've been saying this for 6 years. And I knew I wanted him to go. But the guides kept saying he might keel over. Who knows? Entertainment purposes only, everybody. Chris says never felt he was going to prison either. No, she's not ugly at all. Yeah, Azalea said they might. Oh, hey, Whimsy. Somebody was saying Whimsy said something pretty significant the other day, too. I was going to go look at her show. She made some sort of she tapped into something. I'd be curious, Whimsy, if whenever, in fact, I'll start looking at your show, because she knows how to go out of herself and go in there. I'm sure your head will start hurting if you hit up Trump right now. He doesn't even like what the attorneys are telling him. It feels like you can't get him to calm down. He did go play golf, but he's like, you know, he's one of those guys that's always in motion. Like if I get upset, I have to go in my room, you know, and just phase out. But that's not him. Right, Lynette. Yeah, let's take a look. Lynn said, what's up with McCarthy and MTG? Oh, by the way, McCarthy's working for MTG. And by the way, I told you guys this before. MTG is right next to Trump. MTG would love to be his vice president, you know, but he won't pick her. He's already told people he doesn't like her look. The one he likes is that one from Arizona. Okay, so what's going on with McCarthy? They're talking, but they can't do a thing. They're talking amongst themselves like they can do something. We're going to do this. We're going to petition. No. When the DOJ hits Trump, they may try to interfere, but It's going to be such a slam dunk case. I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. Here we go. Let's check it out, you guys. Oh, geez. Well, okay, you guys, I'm just going to say this. They're all talking amongst themselves, right? There's a bunch of them, like 10 of them. And they're thinking that he might be able to get through this and even win the presidency because of this. What did I tell you? And even Trump might satisfy his soul energy thinking, well, people will get upset like they did with Clinton and they'll vote me in. So that's what they're thinking. Okay. Oh, no, but that's not going to happen. Almost the same cards for Trump, too. They'll be stuck, unable to do anything. And they're witnessing. This is very interesting. Now, keep this on your mind, you guys, as we go along here. I keep getting the 7 of Swords, which is you're picking up everything and heading off the battlefield. Exit stage left. Not necessarily for a good cause. It's like sneaking out. Let me get the hell out of here. So it'll be interesting what happens here. Could he even fake an illness? Something. He may try to, the world's not showing, so it's not like he's exiting stage left to a different country. It's almost like he's gathering things up and he's trying to stay hidden. I think when he gets hit again, it's just a little too much. I think, Jamie, and let me tell you guys, I think that Georgia's right. Let's just ask, okay? I'm not good with time frames. Heck, I've been saying he was going to get indicted, and what is this, 6 years later? 6 years later, we couldn't understand. Oh, and then the people that are talking, it's like, oh, they tried to get him twice and impeach him, and they didn't succeed. Yeah, they did. He was impeached times 2. But he's not enough votes in the Senate, just like with Clinton. That's why he still could be president. Okay, here we go, you guys. Somebody wrote me the weirdest thing, you guys, and she may be in here now, but I forgive her. That she heard that Merrick Garland is trying to just, stay away or keep everybody at a distance. And why he hired Jack Smith was just to waste time, so he didn't have to deal with this. And that is not true. Jack Smith is in on this like flies who you know what. Trust me. Okay. Yeah, Monique, the New York is a nothing burger compared to what else is coming on. And even maybe with New York, he scrambles it enough to where they'd slap him on the hand. But not Georgia and not Jack Smith. So what was I asking? I'm so busy chatting. We were going to look and see. Hi, Regina. Cuz is in the house. Let's actually, Merrick Garland, and let's look at Jack Smith. And I need to look at Georgia. It was Georgia that I was looking at. Then we'll come back to Merrick. Oh, 4,000 in the house. Thank you guys for coming. Welcome. Yeah, Georgia. Let's take a look. Tell me what's in store. I can't get too excited. I have to maintain that equilibrium so they can answer me. If I get too excited, then I might interpret wrong. let's start with Fanny. I just heard Fanny say, I've got this. I've got this. She's talking to somebody else and it's like, check mark, check mark, check mark. They're not going to be made fools out of. That's what I just heard. Okay, here we go. 4 days. The fourth day could be this Thursday. 4 weeks, 4 days. Feels more like it. I wrote to Dan. Dan can tell you, my friend Dan. And I wrote him, I said, out of the blue, one night, I said, are you getting the feeling that an indictment's coming? Are you sensing it's coming? And I thought it was going to happen on Friday. And I hadn't said anything to you guys, but I felt like an indictment's coming. He said, no, I haven't felt. Why? Are you feeling that? And I said, yeah. I said, if it's not this Friday, maybe it's next Friday. It still might even be Friday because they haven't confirmed that they're talking about pulling the indictments on Monday and him going in on Tuesday. It could even be Thursday and him going in on Friday. So 4, they got them in a row, you guys. It might even be up to 10 or 10 people who are it's like it's 10. And they're going to cut to the chase. And there's Fanny. Mm-hmm. She ain't taking no mess. Our girl is on it. She's sitting in the justice chair, too. So there'll be this could take a little while, you guys. And don't worry about it. There's a little back and forth. He's not going to win as president. He might even be kicked out beforehand due to Jack Smith. But there's a little back and forth. But look at this. The Ace of Pentacles is a win. It's a win. Justice is coming. This is more powerful. This is something, like I told you, the whole Trump thing was part of something to change our makeup. We'll look back at this like they look back on the Civil War. But even the Civil War, I was telling my son this morning, they fought to come from the Union, but it wasn't over some minor person, some idiot like Trump. It was because the slaves, even though it was wrong, it was their livelihood and they were going to fight for it. So that's what I'm getting, is that Trump is not fighting for anything worthwhile. People can't go to battle for him because of this. Let me tell you something. Don't let him scare you. And in fact, let me look. Hold on. Let me write this down too. Let me look at upheaval. Let's take a look at the upheavals. So people will be dancing in the streets on this one. This is bigger than New York, what's coming up. It's bigger than New York. Write that down. Okay, now, just before I get into Jack Smith, Bliss asked about any kind of pockets of people trying to start trouble. Riotous action. Let's take a look. Do we need to worry? Do we need to worry about anything coming up? They're telling me no right now. Put your sword down. Remember, that sword is a double-edged sword. It can cut you as much. Stand in the highest realm you can and don't allow the maggots, which is unusual for them to call people maggots, but they're acting like they're eating themselves up like maggots. The thing is, here's the thing, and we'll find out about this later. There's so many things I say sometimes, and then later you'll hear about it. It's like, whoa, I get why I heard that. I feel there's a lot of people. There's the people that love Trump, but there's a lot of people. Even Fox News doesn't like Trump. That guy from Fox News with the big head, the what's his name? He's got the big ass head. What's his name? He said he can't stand Trump. But you know how Trump isn't even, you know why? Because he's so special. Obviously, he was saying that to impress somebody else, but of course he loves me. Everybody loves me. Tucker Carlson. A lot of them, even Murdoch, he'll be happy when he's gone. DeSantis don't be happy if he's gone, which will be even better for us because we'll win DeSantis by a landslide. Upheaval. Do I need to warn people? Do people need to worry about shopping or driving? So everybody put the white light, the energy around you. There will be some stress or manipulation. You know, God forbid if something happens and somebody's hurt or some people are hurt, because it'll even piss off the FBI and the Trumps or FBIs in the military. Be lighthearted because this is okay, you guys. Look at this. It's okay. So, somebody said, yeah, people are going to take to the streets. They're going to be dancing in the streets. This is okay. Be lighthearted. Don't put that energy out. And it's with Fanny. That's pretty big too. Look at that. Oh, hail to the stuff Fanny's presenting is really going. Oh, do you know what? Come to think of it. Did you guys hear that interview with the grand jury that went to talk to several of them? Not that girl, but some other ones. And that one guy who was sort of a Trumpster said, when the public finds out what was done, they will totally change their mind on Trump. Trump needs to worry what's coming out with Fanny. Okay? I can tell you that right now. I just read on McCarthy and MTG. Yeah, Joni, they said it's massive. What I saw with McCarthy and MTG, and you guys remind me if I'm not getting it right, was that they're thinking they could do something. Like they can't touch New York. They can't touch Georgia either. They're thinking they can do something, but this stuff is bigger than them. And they're not going to be able to. They're also thinking, check this out. They're thinking that because of this, the picking on the president, our wonderful president. Well, it's MTG that's saying it. That it's going to help them win. It's going to help him win. It's going to help them win. And I can see why they think that, because probably President Clinton, but President Clinton was harassed so much about what happened to him, which he wasn't stealing from the government or taking documents or anything like that. It was about his little interaction with a young girl that he lied about. Not that I'm saying that's good, but I will tell you, he won by a landslide, and that's what they're thinking. Okay? Mona's stats. Trailer grease. Okay, so I asked about the upheaval. I didn't get the tower. I didn't get the 10 of swords. I didn't get all kinds of chaos. I got connection to source and to be lighthearted, to be the fool. Just keep going forward. And when you hear stuff, don't allow it. Don't allow it. Like today, all day, they're just going to talk about Trump screaming and crying. He's screaming and crying because he hopes all the people will come in and rescue him. He's hoping there would be riotous actions on the street as we speak. And none of that is happening. People have families to take care of. And, you know, he was in there 4 years. And he promised all those men in jail that, oh, yeah, you guys, I'm going to take care of you. No. Okay. And he didn't even stand up for them when they said, we followed the president. He told us to be here. He didn't even back them up. Okay, so now let's take a look at the creme de la creme. Let's take a look at Jack Smith. Now, he's working, as you know. You've heard some of the stuff that's going on. He's already petitioned. There's one attorney that has to come back. The judge agreed with Jack. Agreed with him. And said this guy had to come back and testify about something. It's interesting, all this illegal stuff, and they act like, oh, how could you pick on our president? It's all illegal. But try to not, it's been 6 years since I started this thing. I didn't want to start this thing. My guide said, do YouTube. You'll help calm them down. I'm not doing this that we get up on our horses and, yeah, that SOB. Initially, I was like that. But that's when they said, get off the Trump train. Because all this hatred towards him doesn't hurt him, it hurts you. Breathe, tell the higher realm, thank you, and know that this too shall pass. And there was a reason for this, which we'll probably figure out later. And that, he's going to lose. Let me tell you, I have to trust my guides because everything they're saying up till now is coming true. He's going to lose everything. He's going to lose his wealth, which is really hard on him. I see, it's really weird. I just got this flash. I see Junior trying to do like going to groups that still love Trump, even though Trump's not in the picture. I don't know if he's exiting because he's ill or he goes 6 feet under, but I see him still 50s and 60s. Talking about his dad, like that was the deal. That was the thing. And it's very sad. It's very sad. So Jack Smith. And he's working hard too, you guys. He's working hard. He does talk to Merrick. Merrick Garland. He tells him what's going on. We're going to get rain again, you guys. We're having another storm coming in by Tuesday. That TV of mine better work on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be sitting in front of that TV. Oh, my God, Ellen, me too. If I hear Trump talking, I put it on mute. I can't even stand to look at him. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, too. And I read earlier on Alex, you guys, and he will not get away with trying to bankrupt and hide money from those families. He will be taken out financially, too. Okay, so here's our guy. He's a pretty powerful energy form. Look at this, you guys. He's crossed with the 9 of Cups. So he will accomplish what he set out to do. This is accomplishment. This is wishes come true. I think as Jack goes along, especially when Trump was talking trash about his wife, I think he's got focus, Trump goes all over the place. He doesn't have focus. Jack has focus. The corrupt DOJ. Ooh, Jack. 10 of Cups. It's going to take a little bit of stress and strife. And look at this. This showed up again. Is this Trump trying to take off or trying to exit stage left? What does this mean? Hold on. Let me just put a card next to it. Oh, my God. Trump may go down. He may get sick. He might be hospitalized. Look at this. So maybe we don't get to see the full-blown charges take place because Trump is incapable. Just FYI, put that on the back seat. I think the Fanny thing is going to be heavy duty. And then this thing is the thing that explodes them. This thing is the thing that explodes them. And the whole world is watching. And let me tell you, the whole world, except for Putin, is glad he's gone. This is success in the journey. And let me tell you what else this means. This means that they're going to be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Trump probably sold intel to a foreign agent as well as received information and gifts and everything else from foreign nations and monies to help him win president the first time. Remember, I told you at the end of the day, it will be proven beyond a reasonable doubt that Trump was an illegitimate president. I've been saying this for 6 years. And by gosh, and for a while there, he looked like he was getting away with everything. And that's what's so fun with Andre, because Andre is the one, thank you, Alicia. Andre was the one that told us, hey, you know, he had the chart, the thing in his sign that he could get away with anything. And then it starts turning come March, April, May. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Pluto going into Aquarius, which I'm not an astrologer, but apparently that's supposed to be a big deal. Yep, Christina, Archangel Michael's got his back. Braun said, I also saw him having a stroke. Something's going to happen because the tower's there. And it's got all those swords. So he doesn't escape with the freedom. And let me tell you, God forbid, if he, you know, wouldn't that be terrible if he was an invalid in a wheelchair with no money to pay for the hired help? Any of us ex-nurses want to guarantee, volunteer? Any ex-nurse? I can give them as high colonic soap suds enemas. So I wanted to just hit on this, you guys. That was weird about my dream that Don Jr. was telling me, yeah, we're battling up. We're getting ready to go. We're loading our guns. And I said, well, I guess, you know, I have to load up too with my guns. See you on the battlefield, sucker. I just don't see a huge group battling up. I just don't. People are a little sick and tired of the chaos. And after that big thing with January 6th, who got off with that? What good did that do? What good was the January 6th? It has been nothing but a plague for that man ever since then. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And then he's still asking them to rally and stand for him. But then he does nothing to help the ones that did what he asked, nothing. But it's a crooked DOJ. Celeste said, how do you know which end to put the soap suds enema? Yeah, that glass coffin, that dream I had that it was at a big shopping mall, and in there was, with lights on it, was a glass coffin, and Trump was in the coffin. And I walked up to it. Nobody was paying attention. No one's in line to see him. And I thought, Jesus Christ, that really is Trump. And I look, and it's him. He had a waxy look on his face, kind of like Stalin. And the lights were on him, and I thought, Jesus, what? Oh, I guess he's dead. When did he die? And that dream was so profound, and I talked about it on this show for 6 years now, and I've often thought he'll go down before. But the other thing is, being in the coffin can mean that he's going to go down to where nobody, you know, that's the worst for him, is being a nothing burger. That's worse. You know, nobody cares who he's calling names anymore. He just sits there thinking of names, stupid names to call people, like a child. Can you tell the Don Jr. dream again? I was in a building like a hospital, like a medical clinic, and I was looking, I think it was in podiatry or optometry. I was going into different places looking for something. And Don Jr. was in a room with 2 beds. And he's like, I said, oh, it's you. And he said, yeah, we're getting ready. We're going to fight. We're packing and loading up. And I think he had a gun with him. I said, yeah, you and who? I just remember I kind of snarled at him. And I was like, well, I guess I'll go get my guns too. So, you know, but I felt real disgusted. Like, oh God, but he was like that weird energy, like he's freaked out on drugs or something. Not all the indictments, Lisa. I don't see Jimmy Carter seeing all the indictments. Oh, Sissy said she dreamt that Trump was in a military hospital under scrutiny. That could be even, maybe they make a special room for him. let's say all this happens and he starts going downhill mentally, and they might, put him in a special place, which the taxpayers pay for. Did you hear about, I just saw a video about Don Jr.'s girlfriend. I can't even think of her name. And Murdoch said that he fired her for sexual harassment. You know how she lost her job a few years back? So, yeah. I guess she was showing pornography to some of her people. They're out to lunch as a horse of a different color. Even Gavin Newsom said she's not as sweet as she used to be. She was a sweet girl in San Francisco. Yeah, and it's see-through too, Julie. Julie said the coffin represents the glass house, but everyone will see the end of him. Everyone will witness it. And then I see Putin. Let's take one last look before I close up. This will be my last question. What's going to happen with Putin? And don't forget, when the last time I read, didn't I say I saw the Ukraine getting hit hard twice, and then all of a sudden the Ukraine starts to win. So Putin was going to hit them hard twice, which has already happened. And then something's going to come up where they can start to win. So let's take a look. Oh, geez, I just got to hit you guys. I just heard that. Of course, he wouldn't dare talk about it out loud. But I see Putin's agencies, not Putin himself, actually trying to talk to Satan. Like, we're here for you if you need something. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Let's check out Putin. He's battling, that's for sure. He's losing money left and right. Check this out. Here's Biden. He doesn't want to see Biden win, which is weird. Why is he so worried and phobic on Biden? He's trying to figure out a way. Like I told you, it's almost like I saw with Trump, looking for the exit. Like, how do I get out of this? And that's what I see Putin doing. That arrest, by the way, that they've already put out for him because he stole all those children, they're not going to get him on that. And he's like, whatever, but it still makes him look bad. They stole thousands of children. And they're sending them to Russian homes, and they're probably looking for future soldiers. Oh my God, I got 5 G's in the room. 5 G's in the room, you guys. Thank you, Shelley. Good seeing you all. Thank you for coming. Shoot. So let me put it in a nutshell, kind of what I was talking about, so you guys know. First of all, one of the huge cases coming up, the one in New York is okay, but the bigger one is Fannie, okay? And then the huge Jack Smith. But what's really weird is that I feel the Jack with the DOJ, Trump is already like imploded, or something has happened to Trump before they even are able to fully get into this. Like maybe he's hospitalized or something. Right now, he feels trapped, and I do not see horrible things, people, terrorists or anything. There may be a few rallies or people walking around, but I see, cops and everything on them like flies. So you know what? They better not come to New York. New York's known for being able to stop things before they start. And Tucker Carlson wants Trump gone. They may talk in Trump's favor, but he's on his way out. So MTG and what happens to them when Trump is out of the picture? What is going to happen to them when Trump is out of the picture, you guys? What happens to Fox News? Who are they going to stand? Who is their master in chief? The one that told them what to do and how high to jump. He's going down, you guys. So then I feel that I told you, I always saw Fox News, they're going to lose that dominion. And there's another place getting ready to sue them. And the other thing I saw, you guys, was Alex Jones not getting away with trying to hide his finances in bankruptcy. Not going to happen. Oh, that's another sweet and salty ass. What about Rudy? Let's take a look see at Rudy. It's just, this is the feeling that I got, those of you who have been following me. Back when I first started, I almost felt like that McCarthyism. Like one day Trump was a big deal and the next day it's over. And it's almost like I see people going, well, I didn't really know him. You know, like nobody really paying attention. Even DeSatan's not going to make it with his rhetoric because people will be tired of it already. Oh, and here's the other thing, you guys. Real quick, let me write this down so I don't forget. Rudy, did you see on, I don't know, it wasn't on the news, it was on Twitter. So they're asking everybody to pull all the retirement and all their money out of the bank so they can crash the stock market. So they're going to pull out their $14.35 and they're going to crash the United States government. Oh, that's wonderful. Glenn just said, oh, that's beautiful, Glenn. I love it. Thank you, Glenn. What? Okay, so tell me about Rudy. Ooh, Rudy's kind of under the weather. He's looking for money. Looking for love in all the wrong places. He's not finding anybody he can depend on. He's barking at the moon. I think that little documentary might have even affected him. But he's got, you know, a lot of stuff he did to himself, but he's got outside stuff coming in on him hard. Very hard. But it's interesting. Those of you who watched that documentary, it was MSNBC. I think it was a 3-part or 4-part documentary. Rudy was always sort of a cat. He was underhanded. Even when we thought he was, saw Oprah Winfrey. Oh, the mayor of New York, you know, making a big deal. He was an underhanded cat. He was not a good man. Justice is coming for him. Justice is coming for him. Temperance will see us through. And look at this, you guys. Normally the sun means a good outcome, but since he has a 7 of swords and his whole world getting blown apart, you know what this is? Illumination. The light is on him. Nothing will, not even an ant will not go unnoticed. He's going to be illuminated where all of his dirty laundry is out. I think he's actually kind of losing his mind. With Trump, I felt more like a stroke. With Rudy, I feel dementia. So Rudy, can I tell you, he's not really harmful right now. He's just sort of I almost feel like he's drinking too much. I even see him shaking. No one cares about Trump. Pretty soon, you guys, pretty soon he's a has-been, at least in our lifetime right now, while I with you guys and we're all doing cool. You probably won't need me in another year or so because he's gone. You know what I'm saying? He's gone. All these bad actors. Then we'll just work on ourselves and connecting to our higher selves and making magic happen for us and keeping this United States of America healthy and then getting rid of those bad people along the way. All right, you guys, I love you all. I won't be on tomorrow because we're doing my son's birthday party tomorrow. I hope you had a happy St. Patty's. I cooked the best corned beef. Oh my God, it turned out perfect. Love you. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for my moderators. I really appreciate it. Lucky girl, Lisa. I'll be back. 5,155. It was a beautiful day. Thank you, you guys. And then write me at grindle9103@gmail.com if you have a question, not personal questions. I keep getting people right. I know you're busy, but I only wanted to ask you. It's like, oh my God, honey, if you knew. So I can't answer personal questions, but we're going to do a big event next month where we answer personal questions. Me, Mel, and Kevin. Cheers, you guys.